It's time for chewing on the wire radio.
No, God! No,
Hey,
God,
no
please,
biting.
no,
Hey,
no!
no biting. Okay? You want me to bite you? You know that hurts, Daddy. I told you, silly. No biting, okay?
Pathways to breakaways, there is choice for 30 days. Stick 'em up in power plays, ain't no messing in our way. We're knocking with the day, Masasaki all the way. We're knocking all the way, we're knocking with the day. It's time for takeaways, shut up and Sally plays. Black and blue gonna win the day. We're knocking with the day, Masasaki all the way. We're knocking all the way, Masasaki win the day.
Alrighty then, and welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Chewing on the Wire Radio, and how we are trying to do this from alternate locations and all that good stuff to kind of give you a preview of what it's going to be like now with this whole video stream added to our repertoire as we are on the road once again, as we usually do, as usually happens with these, kind of weekend clean up the week, everything that happened this week type of thing, type of shows. It is just me on here for now. I feel like we have a lot to talk about, but it's just a lot of comments on a couple things more so. I feel like, especially the Four Nations face-off, because that was kind of I'm going to say the controversial thing. Then I'll actually explain how I think about it and what I think about it later on. That was a freaking dumpster fire. That whole Four Nations face-off thing. Better than the All-Star game. Felt more competitive. Enjoyed it more. Better than the All-Star game, but it was a dumpster fire. And we'll get into that in a minute here. One thing that I promised you that I wasn't able to deliver because stuff was going on, all that, and a bag of chips, etc., was on Thursday. I promised you some butthole surfers. And I guess late butthole surfers is better than no butthole surfers. So it's Sunday, and if I can get my computer to work here, what if I just use this arrow? That kind of didn't really work. That's the wrong side. What? So I'm working on something's up with this computer every freaking time I try to do anything with it. What if I just click list? Compact. And then why can I not, like, I'm past that. We're on here. Okay, there. I think we got it now. So what are we doing? We're doing butthole surfers. That's what we're doing. So before we go any further, before we do anything else, guess you'd say, we're gonna play some butthole surfers. We got two butthole surfers here. The first one is called Locust Abortion Technician. I can't read the last word. It starts with an M. I don't remember these songs enough. I absolutely love that. Wow, I should have practiced before I went on the air here. I can't remember the name of the album now. The one when he's shoving the pencil in the air. I had that playing day after day, night after night when I was in my teen years. Is it on here? Electric something. I can't. Regardless. First one's Locust Abortion Technician, and our second here. I remember this one very well. Did I put it on the playlist? Yeah, here it is. The Lord is a Monkey is our second song here. You see how well this is going on our first test of doing this not in the studio, on an alternate location. You see how well this is going so far. Nothing's working, as if it ever does. But that's all right. Let's send us to our first song by the Butthole Surfers here. And compact screen. Gotta get rid of myself.
Her father was naked. Everybody in the cab was naked.
a cracker for a rig, and she was out of that town. Well, she was a Hare Krishna in the ashram there. She was selling Gil Scott, had a funky ass hair. She put food in my mouth and she threw me in a bed. Well, she cut off my balls and she sewed them to my head. Now she's heading back east in a 67 caddy. Got a mind on her money and a dope for her daddy. Well, I met her on the street where she beat me like a fool. Then she got me accepted to an Ivy League school. I real did good, but it's kicking my ass. I lost 38 pounds and my eye turned to glass. Well, she's looking pretty good. First week in July, she's got a dope up her ass and a needle in her eye. Thanksgiving's coming on the 4th of July in the form of a girl with a needle in her eye. Well, she come from out west on a nickel with a gas. Got a mind on the money and a dope up her ass.
Alrighty then. Let me see if I can change this. Can I change how this is set up? I don't like any of them that I see. Going back to this. So yeah, like I said, late butthole surfers is better than no butthole surfers. That's what they say, at least where I'm from. So to get in the grub of it, all the stuff people don't want to hear, all the stuff people are going to argue about, the Four Nations face-off being dog water. I just mean that like it was a lot more competitive than the All-Star game. I wouldn't mind seeing it just like as a precursor or something they got to add is at least one, you could make two more teams. You know, if we got to bring politics into sports, can't have Russia and Ukraine or whoever, whatever, you know, because of politics, all that crap. Make like a Team Europe because I feel like there's some absolute legends, especially with Ovechkin and Bobrovsky and all that, that just were not in the game. So like, what the hell? That was dumb. Then on top of that, there's got to be, and maybe it would work better if there were 8 teams, which is why you should add 1 or 2 more, some kind of bracket. Because it's like, I don't have it over there. I was going to say, we put it in our new studio downstairs. We used to have a giant Canadian flag right there. So it's not like some American and proud of it, anti-Canada. But like the way that they had the round robin set up, USA beat Canada at least once. They may have only played once. And then, if I'm not mistaken, did the US not win all the other games? Like, US was undefeated, Canada beat everyone except the US. So then, like, that's just how round robin works. But then, like, if this was a bracket, like, that is a championship, then USA wins. They were undefeated. But then they played the championship game like as if Canada didn't already lose once to them. And then Canada won, so they got the trophy. I guess, even though they lost. It was like, how are you 1-1 with the team, but then you get the trophy because you won the second game, even though you lost the first. Like, it's just, I don't. And I have similar problems, with the whole college football playoff thing. It was one of those, and we at a later time, because we got to cover a couple more things here. We only have the half-hour programming in between other radio shows today and all that. But the whole thing with like, and it's really hard in college football because so many more teams are like undefeated than there used to ever be. But it's one of those, like Ohio State, for example. How do you get to a point where the committee, the way the wins and losses are set up, how do you get to a point, because you lost to the number 1 team in the country who's in your conference, and then you lost to an unranked team in your conference, how do you get to the point that you are no longer in the conference championship? So, and this is just everyone in the Big Ten. Like, this isn't, but I'm explaining Ohio State right now. How do you get to the point where you're no longer in the Big Ten championship because you lost those 2 games? So then 2 other teams play in the Big Ten championship, right? The team that wins that championship got into the playoffs. Awesome. But then both the team that lost and then the team who was like in 3rd place also just got in the playoffs. So then what was the point of playing the championship game? It's one of the, like, I don't. And there are more teams, so there were more spots to fill. But it was just one of those situations where it was like, I don't understand. Like, there's got to be a better something or another for all of the above there. Because it was like, if Oregon, who won the Big Ten championship, got in, all right, then you say Ohio State wasn't voted in because they had like the other best record. But, and I don't remember Penn State's record. Maybe it was one and the same now that Ohio State had 2 losses. But then it was just like, and that team that lost the Big Ten championship, JK, you're not out. You're also in. It's like, isn't losing the championship then you're out because you lost the championship? And it just becomes whoever won it. Then, like, if there's that spot open, the other team with the best record type, you know what I mean? Like, none of that makes sense to me. And I have a whole lot more we can break down with that, but we only have half an hour programming. So believe it or not, we only have 10 minutes left here. And we got to break down some videos sent in and all that good stuff because we haven't done that yet. Can I make myself small here? Yeah, I think I like that better. We got to break down videos from this week, which we haven't done, and not necessarily break down, but just like we got to show you some stuff here. So this first one was sent in on Monday, starting off the week. This was sent in last Monday, and apparently I didn't even know this. We got one of these down the street from us. Cybertrucks are being graffitied, spray painted, vandalized is the word. They took his tire out. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if we can hear this.
Just look at the vandalism to this $100,000 Tesla Cybertruck. Dozens of Cybertrucks at a parking lot in Fort Lauderdale were spray painted with a vulgar term directed at Tesla owner Elon Musk. Some vandals recorded themselves in the act. Across the USA, owners of the distinctive-looking vehicles say they're being targeted by strangers. Cybertruck owners are being flipped off in traffic.
That's probably happened about 3 times in the last 2 weeks.
They also wrote a nasty message. It's gotten so bad, Emily Morales won't take his purple Cybertruck certain places.
Mine is purple, so it grabs a lot of attention. And so I think twice about places I need to go to and make sure that I really need to go.
Dr. Kumate Jaroj got nasty calls when Cybertruck haters found out he was a doctor.
I hope you kill yourself. Please do the world a favor.
He told me to put a bullet in my brain.
Angry protesters stormed a Tesla dealership in New York City. And look, this Tesla driver flips the bird at them. There are also lots of videos online of people reacting to Cybertrucks.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
I was curious what kind of reaction I would get driving a Tesla Cybertruck around New York City, so we rented one to find out, and it didn't take long. We had one guy boo at us, another guy cheered, one lady stuck her tongue out, and then somebody just gave us a thumbs up. So the reaction was kind of mixed. So do these Cybertruck owners have buyer's remorse?
Absolutely not. I'm in love with the Cybertruck.
I want to take up the fight, you know. I'm going to keep the truck.
All right, so I don't like, people like talking over videos, so I just stayed silent during that. So that's how I do it. That's how we do it. We're not gonna talk over other people talking type of thing. But I'm not into the politics of this. So maybe there's something I don't understand. Do we just not like Elon Musk because of the Trump thing? It's like one of those. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because they're absolutely horrible to the environment to make those things, to make those batteries to charge those things is worse than Taylor Swift's jet plane. But we just anti Elon Musk. That's fine if we are, but I was watching that kind of like the dude just did a thumbs down. I do a thumbs down. I don't well, this is funny because I don't like Cybertrucks because I think it looks like driving a refrigerator that cannot be out in the weather. Because I've also heard that if you drive it and there's any kind of weather, wind included, it just stops working. So my thing is why would you want to buy one of those? It looks absolutely horrendous. Isn't the point if you have money? If you don't have money, you get a car to get a car. But if you have money, don't you get a car that looks good? Type of thing. You know what I mean? That doesn't look good. That looks like a refrigerator, again, that cannot withstand any weather whatsoever, and it's on wheels. So I don't get the whole threats, and the one really didn't make sense there. When they found out he was a doctor, they told him to kill himself. What does being a doctor have to do with having a Cybertruck? Again, I'm just falling back on the if you want to be a respectable person, I wouldn't drive a refrigerator around, but that's just me. It's the new. Maybe if you have a lot of money, it's the cool new thing. But it's imagine having so much money that you buy a clown car. You know what I mean? One of those dinky little cars that has giant wheels and you have to drive it. Why would you do that? Why do you want to make it that looks so gross. You have all the money in the world to buy anything that you want when you're like a doctor or something in these guys' position, and you bought that. That's insane to me. And the one dude living in an apartment with a Cybertruck, that's rough. That's just me. No offense, maybe personal standards or whatever. But I'm give your family a good home, this, that, and stuff. Don't buy a Cybertruck, dude. You 2 kids living in one bedroom apartment, but you have a $300,000 million whatever dollar Cybertruck. Yeah, great. Priorities aren't straight. All right, let's go on to our next video here.
What's up, guys? It's Lex from Los Angeles Recording School. Come check out some of the studios and gear that our students get to work with here on campus. This is our...
There we go.
This is my small trip. This is where I don't have to look far to find courage. This is where I'm always focusing on. And be king. And so tonight, this is where I always run after I fall. Where I start coming
It's the travel hack that's supposed to make taking a snooze on
Oh my god, stop playing. We're not there yet. Off. God damn, dude, this freaking thing not working at all for me. So that was called Rottweiler has poop attack. I missed the poop. I don't know if there was poop, but that was a gnarly rip. Let's go on to the next one. We have 4 minutes, looks like, on our timer. Oh, I forgot. I'm gonna get through the ads, and of course, there's no ad on that one. God damn. Time out, stop playing, go back. Alright, we're working out the bugs, we're working it out, we'll get there. We will get there. Alright, next video here.
It's the travel hack that's supposed to make taking a snooze on a plane a lot easier. But in the wake of that upside-down plane crash in Toronto, is it a recipe for disaster? The hack is going viral on social media. Pulling your legs up and wrapping the seatbelt around them mid-flight is supposed to make you more comfortable and even help you sleep. Fasten your seatbelt around your feet and you will sleep like an angel, says one passenger. Flying has never been this comfortable before, says another. But in-flight safety experts say the seatbelt hack can be extremely dangerous. In fact, it's being labeled one of the dumbest ideas ever. Former flight attendant Elaine Swan says the seatbelt hack could be a big problem in unexpected turbulence.
The plane can drop down several feet, and you can be injured if you're not properly buckled in your seat.
That was proven big time this week in the Toronto crash landing when seatbelts saved the lives of passengers as they hung upside down. I can't imagine what you would say to somebody if you came across that.
I was a flight attendant for 10 years, and if I came across someone doing that, I would stop in my tracks and tell them straightforward, please put your seatbelt around your lap the way it's supposed to be, not around your feet.
That's just like, I could say some heinous stuff that would probably insult a large group of people, primarily women, but no, my bad. My bad. That's like one of those weird, God, I want to say something really bad. I really want to say something. Like, did you... I'm contemplating how I should say this. Did you realize everyone in that video was female and they dressed almost the same exact way? Yeah. So what do you call it? That's like one of those stupid TikTok things. Have you ever sat in a tiny ass seat with your like feet up like that? I can't even do this. I'm gonna fall off this chair because I'm on a spinny chair. Like, is this something? Would you fall asleep? Like, no, that cannot be comfortable at all, and you're making crap up to get big on TikTok. Like, that's it. I figured out the answer. That's so mind-numbingly dumb, and that's why I like can't be on TikTok or anything like this anymore. Like, it's so like, find a small chair that just fits your body, just fits your ass. Put your feet up on it, lean forward, and try to go to sleep. Like, it's not gonna work. That's mind-numbingly stupid. We got one more video here, kind of. It says it's 4 minutes long, so we're not gonna watch this whole thing, I don't think. I don't know, let's see what it is. You know, why not? Oh, we got an ad first. Hold on. So this says Gordon Ramsay. Where'd the title go? Gordon Ramsay as an apprentice. Lost footage? Dang, we playing anything on this show. This ain't a current event. Whatever, let's play it.
Nico, in my eyes, is a true gourmet. Is one of the only chefs who actually doesn't just respect food, but actually loves eating food. And I think that's why he's gone so far within the profession, because without any classical training, I mean, he's got this great understanding for food. bass. Non-stick on for the foie gras, 1 ravioli, and ravioli, and ravioli for the next table. So by the time we send it's only 2 minutes. Right, come on, let's go then, let's go. Very hot. Doesn't anyone want to help me? No? You've all got better things to do? Well, this is the actual rolling of the pasta now. It's flour, salt, eggs, egg yolks, and little olive oil. When we do this job, it always takes more than one. Otherwise, the pasta actually you can't get it thin enough because it takes one to feed it in and one to bring it out.
You used to eat it every day as a child?
Yeah, every day. I don't think I saw real meat until I was 7, 6. I prefer pasta to vegetables. I mean, we finished. Oh, right, I didn't realise. Have you gone through twice? Yes. Oh, right. So now that's gone through, you can see how fine it's actually got. And so now it's ready to be cut and then made into the ravioli. So
I don't understand what I'm wanting.
This pasta's become a hallmark of Harvey's, hasn't it?
I mean, it's so versatile. You can do so many things with it. I mean, you can make lasagnas, you can do cannellini, I mean, do a million things. When you make the ravioli, you've got to make sure that there's no air pockets inside the actual ravioli. Otherwise, what happens is it gathers up steam and then just explodes. So you've got to make sure it's very tightly packed inside the rav. And you just gently close it up without stretching the pasta. Bring them together in the centre. Very gently. And so when you've got that basic shape, then you just round a little bit more. And then there's your basic ravioli.
I'm like, for some reason, I'm like
A lot of people don't know what work is. They don't know what pressure is. I mean, and like harvest.
They don't know what pressure is.
It's counterproductive now because there's more bodies in there, there's more equipment in there. It's just becoming smaller all the time, so therefore it's almost like being penned in.
I asked for the bass and I still haven't got it in. Why haven't I got the bass in, Stephen? Right, please. Quickly, I want these 3 terrine. Service, come on, cable 16.
A lot of the time when I lose my temper. Correcting me.
Come here. What the is this shit? Hey? Yeah. 2 beef, 1 lamb, 1 pigeon. 1 minute on the pass.
Let me turn the volume off so I'm not listening to it. So I watched way too much of that and played way too much of that. Like for no reason. There was no reason for me to show you that at all. But like one thing, like I don't understand. Maybe this is like an old French thing, and that's why I'm not getting it. I don't know. And the reason that I've dipped out of the whole restaurant, working in like restaurants and crap like that, I never understood this like thing in the food world where it's like yes chef, no chef, or what was the other thing? They're all, you don't know what like real stress is. Like, congratulations, you professionally warm shit up for a living. Like, I'm like proud of you. I don't know what, like I do. It's like the yes sir, no sir type of thing was obviously like from where everyone knows, like, you know, big in the military kind of thing. It's like, I'm teaching you how to not die. All I need is a yes sir or no sir. Like, there's no conversation. And they brought that into cooking. Like, like, again, you warm shit up for a living. I don't really understand where you're coming from with, I don't know. And there's got to be some kind of law and order so you don't give people food poisoning, salmonella, and all that crap up. But it's like this extreme, like you literally, like, let's break it down to the little, what do? You warm crap up for a living. And then you want to be called chef. It's like a doctor. Like, you didn't, like, they'll get offended. Like, if you don't call a doctor, like, doctor, and you're just like, thanks, and you say his name, you'll be like, anytime. You know what I mean? But then with a chef, they're like, that's chef to you. Like, I don't know. I never understood why it's like serious like that. Like, I can use a microwave too. You know what? I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start if people don't refer to me as chef when I'm warming up meatballs for a minute and 2 minutes, or for a minute and 2 seconds. My bad, clicked the wrong button. Anyway, when I'm warming up my meatballs for like a minute and 20 seconds, if people in the house aren't calling me chef, I'm going to start getting pissed. With that being said, we've come to the end of our half an hour. Budgeted for 45 minutes just in case. We're already at 36. We're going to play you one last song because guess what else we promised you? We promised you some meth wax. And there was also no meth wax. So we're going to give you good old song I enjoy playing on here every so often called Platonic Handjob. Let's get at it.
Call it mutual masturbation, golden apple honey, surfing on the waves of the curves of my body. Well, the bottle that you shake sprays like ocean on the seashore. When that bottle sprays, you will make me have a seizure. I'm looking at your face in the dead of night. I can take you on a date, but
All right. I forgot. It says do an outro because I have to get the video off from the screen. But I was also just messaged in what the F is a platonic handjob because that was the name of that song. I feel like it explains itself. Like isn't you know, like I think he explains it pretty well. Mutual masturbation. What is a platonic handjob? That's a good question. I feel like it's mutual masturbation. I don't like friends with benefits type of thing. I don't know. Like it just Google it. I don't. We're still stuck on Twisted Slipper from like 2 weeks ago. So I don't think I can answer. I can't take any more human anatomy questions until I figure out the first one. That's all I'm saying right now. All right. But I don't know. You're into someone. They're like, whip it out. Oh man. Oh man, we've been going for 40 minutes. All right, peace out, guys. Thanks for listening. See ya next time. Enjoy your next program, whatever it may be. I'm being told to get the heck off. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. On our website, rockcitychronicle.com at noon today, Sunday. Tickets go on sale for our summer excursion little tour thing we're doing. We're going all over the place. It starts March 1st, which is literally in less than a week. So go check that out at noon today. Enjoy your next program. Have a good one.